stop scrolling, because the top-selling reggae artist of the 1990s is not who you think. If you guess Bob Marley, you're not crazy. But this list is about the 1990s, and the answer might shock you. And here's the wild part. One artist on this list sold so big, they made reggae feel like world music and pop music at the same time. Picture you and me in the 90 seconds. Big speakers, warm bass, street corners, parties, taxis, radio, reggae, and dance hall everywhere. Miss these names, and you'll think you know 90 seconds reggae, but you'll be missing the artists who really moved the most records and changed the sound. So let's count it down from 10 to 1. And when we hit number 1, you'll say, wait, that person was the top seller?
Infiltrate. Woman, them why you tear down them wall and them gates in the year. What mistake,
Number 10, Sean Paul, Infiltrate. This one feels like a hot Kingston night where the air is thick and the bass is heavier than your thoughts. You hear it from far away, dance hall pressure, speakers breathing fire, zinc fences shaking like they're alive. I remember this tune creeping into late night taxi radios, then taking over the party when the DJ wanted pure movement, no talking.
Feel violate if you accelerate, but not dead, the more you infiltrate. Woman, them why you
Infiltrate dropped in 1997, produced by Jeremy Harding and Steely and Clevie, two names that meant quality in dancehall. Sean Paul was still early in his career. This was before global superstardom, but the song showed his clear voice, sharp flow, and party control. Lyrically,
to make a big and a wait for Nandi and a free well. She want a crowd.
it's about stepping into any dance and owning the space. No fear, no stress, just confidence. The song became a UK club favorite, crossed into Europe, and even landed in the film Belly. That alone tells you how far it traveled.
You tear down them wall and them gates in the year. What mistake, them I no wanna bait. Them not gon' feel.
Fun fact, Infiltrate actually did bigger numbers overseas than in Jamaica at first. Some people outside the island knew Sean Paul before Jamaican radio really caught up, and that's rare in dancehall.
But to make a big and a wait for Nandi and a free well. She want a crowd.
Why it's forgotten, underrated. When Sean Paul exploded in the early 2000s with monster hits, this era got pushed into the background. New fans met him at the top and never went back to see where the fire started. But real heads know this was the foundation record, the early warning shot. This is Crate Digger Gold. And trust me, the next artist didn't just heat up the dance, he ruled it. Keep listening. Number 9, Beres Hammond, Rockaway. This one feels like late night love. Imagine a song that never wants to end. Slow dancing in a packed yard, couples holding tight, bass rolling soft but heavy. It's lovers rock, energy, no rush, no fight, just heart talking to heart while the sound system hums. Beres Hammond is one of reggae's smoothest voices, and in the 1990s, he was everywhere. Being such a golden night at the park. Rockaway came out in 1997 on the Penthouse Records label, produced by Donovan Germain, one of the most important reggae producers ever. The song is about love and closeness, no drama, no pressure, just wanting to be with the person who makes you feel safe. No place left to go. Someone's bound to come and try. It became a massive sound system favorite, especially in Jamaica, the UK, and among reggae lovers worldwide, and it helped make Beres a true 90 seconds reggae superstar. Fun fact, Beres Hammond started singing when he was still a teenager, and even before the 90 seconds, people already called his voice old soul. By the time Rockaway dropped, he didn't need to shout or chase trends one chorus, and the crowd was already singing with him. Why it's forgotten, underrated. Beres doesn't get loud hype because his music is calm, grown, and emotional. While dancehall was getting faster and harder in the late 90 seconds, his smooth love songs got pushed to the side in mainstream talk. But real reggae fans never let him go. Real heads keep this one like a secret key. And don't move, because the next artist didn't just sing love, he shook the whole system.
mama, I wish you were around to see you towing going down.
Number 8, Cocoa Tea, Rikers Island. This one feels heavy but calm at the same time. Picture a late night taxi in Kingston, radio low, bass humming, city lights passing slow, while the song just talks to you. No shouting, no rush, just truth, roots.
Upstate, them used to tell him to understand. In nine pocket, them find.
And a voice that sounds like it's been through life and came back to tell the story. Rikers Island dropped in 1990, produced by Steely and Clevie, two of the most important producers in reggae and dancehall history. The song talks about wrongful imprisonment, injustice, and suffering real-life struggles, not party talk.
No sister, he wish you were around to give him food, even change his gown.
It became a massive sound system favorite, especially in Jamaica and the UK reggae scene, where people respected songs that meant something. It didn't need pop charts to win. This was a culture record, the kind DJs pulled out when they wanted silence, not noise.
On a Rikers Island, he never want go a Rikers Island, don't know.
Fun fact, this song became bigger outside Jamaica than at home for a while. UK reggae lovers treated it like a sacred tune. Some sound systems would rewind it before the chorus even finished, just off the message alone. Why it's forgotten, underrated. Cocoa Tea didn't chase flashy crossover hits, so when dancehall got louder and faster in the mid-90 seconds,
Him never want go a Rikers Island, but now him gone a Rikers Island.
quiet truth songs like this got pushed aside. No big pop push, no viral moment, just respect from real fans. Real heads keep this one like a secret key. This is Crate Digger Gold. And coming up next, the energy shifts because the next artist turned reggae into straight up dance hall pressure. Number 7, Sizzla, Praise Ye Jah. This one feels like fire and prayer at the same time. Picture a hot Kingston night, sweat in the air, sound system speakers stacked high, bass shaking zinc fences, while people close their eyes and lift one hand to the sky. This is roots reggae with rebel energy music that makes you feel strong inside, like nobody can break your spirit. Praise Ye Jah came out in the mid to late 1990s, when Sizzla was on a serious run. It was produced in Jamaica during his early Rastafari period, when his music turned more spiritual and conscious. The song talks about faith, struggle, staying clean in a rough world, and trusting Jah even when life is hard. In the 90 seconds reggae scene, this tune became a sound system favorite, especially in Jamaica, the UK, and Europe, where roots reggae lovers held it close like a personal anthem. Fun fact, around this time, Sizzla was recording music almost non-stop, sometimes cutting multiple songs in one studio session. DJs used to joke that if Sizzla entered the booth, you might get 3 hits before dinner. Why is forgotten, underrated. Sizzla made too much music, and that's the truth. With hundreds of songs in the 90 seconds, some real gems got buried under the volume. Also, as dancehall got more party-focused, deep spiritual reggae stopped getting radio love, even though the streets never let it go. Real heads keep this one like a secret key. And the next artist? Less fire, more smooth, but the global impact gets even heavier.
The girls them sugar, how can I make love to a fella in a rush?
Number 6, Beenie Man, Who Am I? Sim Simma. This song hits like a switch getting flipped. 1 second people are talking, next second the whole place is moving. Picture a hot Kingston night, speakers stacked tall, bass shaking zinc fences, everybody shouting the hook like it's their own name. Even if you didn't know reggae, this tune pulled you in. Who Am I? Sim Simma dropped in 1997. Produced by Salam Remy, and it changed Beenie Man's life. The song is playful but confident. Beenie basically saying, I know who I am, and I'm Here to Win. It crossed over heavy, landing on Billboard charts and getting nonstop play in clubs, on radio, and in taxis from Kingston to New York. This was one of the records that made dancehall feel global, not local. Fun fact, the hook, Sim Simma, wasn't meant to be that big. People didn't even know what it meant, but once crowds started yelling it back at shows, the song turned into a monster. Sometimes vibes matter more than words. Why It's Forgotten, underrated. Some people underrate this song because it feels like fun, not deep reggae. Others only remember Beenie Man for later clashes and controversies. But real ones know this record opened doors for dancehall artists to get played outside Jamaica. Real heads keep this one like a secret key. And the next one, less playful, more serious, because we're stepping into reggae that carried a whole continent on its back. Number 5, Diana King, Shy Guy. This one feels bold and bright. Not slow roots, not heavy dub. This is reggae walking straight into the pop world with confidence. Picture a hot Kingston afternoon, radio on loud, then fast forward to a London record shop or a late night taxi in New York, that same voice still playing. Shy Guy dropped in 1995, produced by Andy Marvel, and came from Diana King's album Tougher Than Love, released on work group Columbia Records. The song is playful and strong. It's about a woman saying, "Don't act shy. If you want me, say it with your chest." Here's the big moment. The song landed on the Bad Boys movie soundtrack, which pushed it worldwide. It cracked the US Billboard Hot 100, went top 5 inches the UK, and helped Diana King sell millions of records globally in the 1990s. She wasn't just reggae, she was reggae plus pop, R&B, and dancehall energy. Fun fact, a lot of people first heard Shy Guy before they even knew Diana King was a reggae artist thanks to the movie and heavy radio play. Some fans thought she was American pop until they heard that unmistakable Jamaican accent and flow. Why It's Forgotten, underrated. Diana King came early before the big 2000s reggae pop wave. When the sound shifted and new stars arrived, her moment didn't get properly celebrated. She opened the door, but history didn't always give her the flowers. Real heads know this is crossover reggae royalty. And trust me, the next artist didn't just cross over, he shook the whole reggae world, from Africa to Europe. Number 4, Ziggy Marley and the Melody Makers, Tomorrow People. This one feels like roots reggae with sunlight in it, calm, strong, and confident. Picture a quiet morning after a long night. Radio on low, breeze coming through the window, bass rolling soft but serious. It's not shouting at you. It's talking straight to your heart. Tomorrow People came out in 1988. But its power carried deep into the 1990s, becoming one of the most played and respected roots reggae songs of that era. It was released under Tough Gong, the Marley family label, and produced by Ziggy Marley, keeping the sound clean, live, and organic. The song is about hope, unity, and young people fixing what the old world broke. Simple words, but big meaning. It won a Grammy Award. And that mattered because it showed that roots reggae still had a place, even when dancehall and hip-hop were taking over radios. By the 90 seconds, Ziggy Marley and the Melody Makers weren't just Bob Marley's kids anymore. They were a global when he started recording with the Melody Makers. And by the 90 seconds, he had already grown into a Grammy-winning leader carrying the Marley name without copying his father's style. Why It's Forgotten, underrated. A lot of people unfairly put Ziggy in the box of Bob Marley's son and stopped listening right there. Also, the 90 seconds moved fast, dancehall got louder, hip-hop got bigger, so roots, reggae felt quiet in comparison. But real listeners know this, music aged beautifully. This is Crate Digger Gold. And the next artist? Less calm, more fire, because now we're stepping into pure 90 seconds dominance. Number 3, Lucky Dube. Different colors, different shades. This one feels heavy in the chest, but calm in the soul. Picture a long road at night, taxi radio low, bass humming steady while the words hit you slow and clear. It's roots reggae that makes you stop talking and start listening grown man music, real life music. Different Colors, Different Shades came out in 1993 on the album of the same name, released under Gallo Record Company, with Lucky Dube deeply involved in the writing and direction. The song talks about racism, unity, and human dignity, coming straight from South Africa during the post-apartheid era, so this wasn't just music.
They were created in the image of God.
It was lived experience. In the 1990s, Lucky Dube became the biggest reggae artist on the African continent, selling millions of records across Africa, Europe, and parts of the Caribbean. By 1996, he was crowned best-selling African artist at the World Music Awards, which put him in a different class entirely for reggae outside Jamaica. His songs weren't just played, they were studied, quoted, and used as social lessons in homes, schools, and long bus rides. Fun fact, Lucky Dube didn't start in reggae. He first recorded makanga, traditional Zulu music, before switching to reggae, because he said reggae let him speak truth more clearly. When he switched, the world opened up fast. Why it's forgotten. Underrated. Because he wasn't Jamaican, some people quietly leave him out of reggae greatest talks even though his sales and impact were massive. Also, his music was message heavy, not party music. So as dancehall took over the late 90 seconds, the spotlight shifted. This is Crate Digger Gold music that ages better the older you get. And the next artist? Same reggae roots, but with a voice and presence that shook the whole culture in a totally different way.
Stop the youth some gets out of control. Full up our education, you know, own a pay.
Number 2, Buju Banton, Untold Stories. This one feels heavy and real, like the night air in Kingston when the streets go quiet but the thoughts get loud. Picture a zinc fence shaking from a nearby sound system, bass rolling slow, people listening more than dancing. This isn't just a song, you feel like Buju is standing right next to you.
While our leaders play, me say who can afford to rock?
Telling you his life straight, no filter. Untold Stories came out in 1995 on Buju's album Till Shiloh, released under Mercury Records, with production help from Donovan Germain and other key 90 seconds reggae minds. The song is about struggle, poverty, survival, and truth. Buju, talking about growing up poor, watching people suffer.
My cup is full to the brim. I could go on and on, the full as
refusing to fake happiness. This track marked a huge shift. Buju went from hardcore dancehall hitmaker to serious roots reggae voice, and the world listened. The album became a global reggae classic, loved in Jamaica, the UK, and among reggae heads everywhere. And Untold Stories turned into a sound system favorite and a roots anthem that still gets wheel-ups today.
who can afford to run will run, but what about those who can't?
Fun fact, when Till Shiloh dropped, a lot of people didn't know what to expect. Some fans wanted pure dancehall Buju. Instead, he surprised everybody and delivered a roots album so strong that even skeptics had to say, yeah, this is real.
You got class, never you ever play. It's a competitive.
Why it's forgotten, underrated. Because Buju had so many different eras, Some people only remember the early dancehall hits or the later comeback years and skip this middle moment.
This world follow budget people, spending the time while earning.
Also, roots reggae wasn't the radio sound anymore, so younger listeners didn't grow up hearing it everywhere. Real heads keep this one like a secret key, and if this feels powerful, stay right here, because number one, sold more records than anyone expected, and the story behind it will flip everything you think you know about 90 seconds reggae. Number one, Shaggy, Boombastic. This song feels like confidence walking into the room before you do. Picture a hot night, speakers loud, people smiling, heads nodding. Even folks who don't know reggae yet are already moving. It's playful, smooth, a little cheeky. And once it comes on, nobody skips it. Boombastic dropped in 1995, produced by Sting International and released through Virgin Records during Shaggy's early global run. The song is about everyday confidence, swagger without violence, fun without stress, just vibes and charm. It hit no. 1 inch the UK.
Yo, my, well, can't you tell? I'm just like a turtle crawling out of my shell. Girl, you got to be.
Cracked the US top 10 and won Shaggy a Grammy Award, which was rare territory for reggae dancehall at that time. This record pushed reggae straight into pop radio, movie soundtracks, TV ads, clubs, everywhere at once. By the end of the 90 seconds, Shaggy had turned reggae and dancehall into big business, setting the stage for massive sales going into the 2000s.
Feel I drive, well, baby, hand me the keys, and I will take you to a place and set your mind at ease.
Fun fact, Boombastic became even bigger because it was used in commercials and movies. People heard it before they even knew who Shaggy was. Some folks didn't buy a reggae album before. This song changed that. Why it's forgotten, underrated. Here's the funny thing, because Shaggy got so popular, some reggae fans stopped counting him as real reggae. His crossover success made people forget how hard it is to take dancehall from the yard to the whole world and still win. But real heads know this wasn't luck, this was history. And now that you know who really sold the most in the 90 seconds, go back through the list again because every name before this tells part of the same story.